So, someone actually wrote down their own story, and it's actually a true story. This happened to their cousin. He's about 14 years older than me. I'm 35. This happened to him in the early 90s. He was going to college and was working graveyard part time at one of those convenient gas stations that's open 24 hours. He lived in Parlier, but he used to work that job in Sanger. This happened one night in the winter. He got off around 1 in the morning, and he would take Newmark to get from Singer to Parlier. He was driving and it was foggy, so he was going slow. He was going down Newmark when he sees what looks like a young girl walking down the side of the road. My cousin is genuinely a good guy, a good Samaritan type. He pulls over and lowers the window and asks, "Hey, do you need a ride?" The girl keeps walking and doesn't even turn around. He tries one last time and he asks again, "Are you okay? Do you need a ride?" He said he turned the light on in his car for whatever reason, but after he asked the second time, she poked her head in the car and repeated verbatim what he asked her. He said she had the ugliest face ever, like someone overdid it or got crazy with black makeup. After she spoke, she started laughing, and he said that laugh sent shivers down his spine. He freaked out and sped off. He said after that, he never took Newmark to get home when he was getting off late ever again.
Oh, hell no.
Scary.
Hell no.
I wouldn't, I mean, being a good Samaritan, yes, that is good, but at the same time, it's like 1 in the morning. What is a female doing walking out in the middle of the road, the middle of nowhere?
I would have been scared. Because if you think about it, again, like you said, why would she be walking by herself in the middle of the road? And to top it off, what the heck are they going to stop for her for? Mind you, there's a lot of people who are not nice. They can probably be pretending.
Yeah, they could be like
Those
the
people try
people
to...
with the what are they called? House without a living.
We'll just say that. Just, again, you never know. Just be careful out there, guys.
I know.
Yes.
And it's just sad because, because some people like that
Mess it up for everybody else.
messes up for everyone else because when someone actually needs help, like, no one's going to want to stop for them.
Yeah, no. I would give coworkers ride home, but I would not pick up a random stranger. It just goes back to the hitchhiker.
Madeira, Avenue
You
15.
will hear me go back and forth, like into real life and then my dream. But I will let you guys know.
Okay.
And so in my dream, I saw my brother, but in the event in my dream, it was like a funeral house, and you see a lot of like my relatives just walking around the house while the dead body was on the ground, And then I just sat down on a couch next to my sister-in-law in my dreams, and all suddenly my brother pops up next to me when my sister-in-law is next to me, the other side, right? And so, "What are you doing here?" to my brother. And then he was like, "I'm just visiting, I'm visiting the person that's dead on the ground, and I'm visiting you." And I'm like, "Okay."
Who was the one that was dead on the ground?
Girl, I don't know, but I could tell you it was a relative. That was the scary thing.
Can you see the person's face that's laying down?
It was like a man, and
But in your dream, you know who it is, right? Because in your dream.
No, in my dream, I didn't even know who it is.
Oh my
but
God.
It was like, just, that was like a relative. Because why would you be there? Like, well, I don't know. Who knows, right? And going back to my dream, so in my dream, my brother, those people in my dream can't see him because he's a ghost in my dream. Like, he's talking to me. He goes, "Nobody can see me but you." And I'm like, "Your wife can't even see you," which is my sister-in-law that's next to me. He was like, "No, she can't see me." And so in my dream, I turned to my sister-in-law and I go, "My brother's here," which is her husband. She goes, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "What is he doing here?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I think he's visiting, the person that's dead on the ground." And then she's like, "Oh." And then she's like, "What is he saying to you?" "He's just saying," and I was telling my sister-in-law, "Oh, he's just saying hi to me." And then I turned back to my brother and we were talking. And, you know, in my dream, I'm like crying. I'm like bawling, rolling. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just so crying where I can't breathe. Like, you can tell, like, you're crying so hard. You can't breathe.
Right.
And, you know, and I'm telling him, like, you know, I miss you. Like, how come you haven't come see me? You know, I missed you. Like, how come you haven't seen me? You know, ever since you have passed away. And then he tells me, he goes, well, I know that you're scared. I'm just coming to see you this one time to check up on you. Back to reality, I do have a lot of regrets for my brother. Like, a lot of grief and still a lot of regrets. But it is what it is. Like I said, you know, I can't fix it. So, yeah, so in my dream, he tells me, you know, something's following me and it's always with me. And he tells me, he looks at me, he goes, don't be scared. I'm always around you and I will protect you from the other end. So I don't want you to be scared.
Now, has he given you an idea of what he meant by that? What do you mean now? So you've seen them before?
I've seen things that happened at my house when I first moved in, when I was living with somebody, you know. But I don't know if that person had a bad spirit with him,
Spirit following him.
that we would hear footsteps, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning, like literally, right? My house is small. There's no way that you're not going to hear footsteps.
Right.
You know, just like walking. And then he also said he'd heard somebody call his name. When we first moved in there, I think we were in there about, say, maybe 2 weeks. He went out with his friends, which is fine, you know. I was home alone. Oh, no, I was home with my girls. They were a lot younger, you know, probably fifth grade, fifth grade. I was watching the news. I have the front door, the back door. Literally heard somebody go and try to open the door. And I'm like, what the heck? And I looked. There was nobody there. Honestly, I called 911 because I was so scared. Because I had heard, you know, when you move from you're from your comfort zone and you move to a different location, you don't know what to expect. And you've heard different stories. Oh, you know, there was a lot of
Stuff
you
happening.
hear stuff happening around this area. Be
People
careful.
from back then want to come back and find something, maybe.
Find something, or they want to scare you. The neighbors want to scare you. I didn't know.
You called the cops?
I did. So I didn't know that when you call the police and it's a disturbance, they don't park in front of your house. They park on the side and then they walk over.
Really?
Yeah. And so I was looking through the window, you know, I went to my girls' room because obviously my girls were little and I was scared. You know, as a mama bear, you protect your kids. And I looked out and finally he came out and then he knocked. I saw it was the police and he actually questioned me. He goes, well, what were you watching? And I said, I was watching the news. You know, I was watching the 11 o'clock news.
Right.
You know, and I was just scared, you know, but I did hear somebody either try to open it or scratch the door. It's crazy. But like I said, I don't know if the person I was with had something with him or the house. I don't think it's the house because we've been there. He's been gone for a while now and it's calmed down. Okay. Well, there's nothing that we've heard now, you know. So I don't know.
So if you're from Fresno, listen to this. We have Beatriz who went to Kearney Mansion and did her own paranormal investigation, and she's going to tell us the scary story.
So we went to the investigation. Me, my husband, my kids, and some friends. A couple things that happened, but my husband and two of our friends were taking a picture of the house. Like, I was like, just take pictures, you never know. And so I took a picture of them taking a picture of the house. And then the side we were on, there was bushes. And in the picture I have, in the bush, you could see this image of someone taking a picture of them.
From a different angle?
Yeah, from a different angle. It was my husband, Luis, and Angel. They're facing the house. Then this image inside the bush you see them with something in their hand, which it looked like a phone on the picture.
Within the bush?
Yeah, in the bush, taking a picture of them while I was taking a picture of them.
Of them?
Yeah.
Scary.
What do you think it was? Who do you think it was?
I don't know who it was. Because, I mean, when I when we're there, of course, we didn't see it with our eyes,
Right.
but when we got home, that we're looking through all the pictures, you could see. My daughter took a picture of one of the windows, like in the front of the house, up on the left side. There's a window upstairs, and you could see a blue orb in the window, which we don't know what it could have been because there was no like lighting or nothing. Because I have a picture of the house in the front the same time she took it, and she caught the lighting and I didn't.
Do you think it was Mr. Kearney himself?
I don't know who it could have been.
Something.
The creepy part. This is where I got scared because of what it is.
Not people, psychics, who can actually, use this gift that they have, such as clairaudience, psychometry.
Yes, I'm a medium actually.
Oh, well, can you tell us what mediums are?
Well, to me, medium is anybody that is like the bridge between this world and the spiritual realm. There's many different types of mediums. Some mediums perform ceremonies with possessions. I'm not doing possession ceremonies as a medium. I'm doing mediumship, which is the communication with spirit. I realized I was a medium at a young age when I was having, ancestors cross over, pass away, and they would appear in my dreams and tell me that they would make it over. I noticed that when a lot of people do die, they do come visit me in my dreams and tell me where they are, that they made it, and that they're okay.
Now, is that considered an ability or more of a practice that you can achieve from learning and understanding?
I think it's calling. And if you pick up your calling and if you do have the gift, it will show itself. When you see that shift, you'll know.
So mediumship, again, is an ability.
It's ability. Yes.
Now, besides that ability, do you have any ability, like branches, you can say, such as I've heard people who have the ability when they clairaudience, because it comes with mediumship, right?
Oh, yes. So the different types of clairs. Yes, I'm mainly claircognizant as well. I'm also like clairaudient, and I'm also visual as well. To me, visual, like clairvoyant, is like seeing things. You can either see it in your dream, because you're seeing it, right? Visually, you're seeing it in your dream, or you could see it using your third eye. You could be awake for that one. At first, I thought it would be very complex, but when I was younger, somebody explained it to me as like, can you imagine an apple in your head? Can you imagine something, like imagine a picture in your head? That is how you see spirit. It is just as simple as that.
Some people don't want to be known as to have this ability, so they try to hide it. You think that's normal? Like how the person that I knew, she had the ability of psychometry, but she doesn't want to tell people that she has it.
Yeah, I think it's better that way. A lot of the times in our traditions and cultures, it's like a humble thing. Like you just kind of work your gift, and you help yourself with it, or you help your community what you're meant to do with your gifts. And honestly, your gifts becomes a gift when it's able to help you and others, especially. You could share it. Yeah.
Now, do you know anybody who has these abilities?
I'm pretty much the same person as you do. That knows about that.
Right. Oh, she told you?
She told me about
Wow.
Oh, wait, who do you know?
What do you know?
it. Pretty much that she gets like visions, just like
Who
touching.
is she?
Yeah.
Who?
She's just a friend.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
Oh, okay.
If you're watching, we're not allowed to say anything. It's
Okay.
again, that's why I asked about the privacy, because
Yeah, okay, yeah.
she really wants to keep it private. But I'm like, well, you're so open about it.
Yeah, because